Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a part glossy, part matte Peekaboo Tumbler. I chose to do this on a wine glass, but you could do it on any cup that you want. You will specifically need Brite Tone from the Crystalac company. I used both the gloss sheen and the matte sheen. So I'll put it in the link in the description box below, but when you open it, you'll have to pick both of those finishes. So you can have two different products to make this cup. If you're new here, my name is Allison, and here on the Allison Crafts YouTube channel, I show you new projects every single week, and if you're interested in learning new crafts, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you like this video, shoot me that thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions at all. So you can do this on any surface. This particular cup is a dollar store wine glass, and I started by sanding it, and then I happen to have spray paint on here from forever ago. You do not need to have that spray paint base. I'm using the Purple Delight Flippin' Awesome to base coat this tumbler. You can do whatever color you want, whether that's spray paint, just let it dry for 48 hours, or you can use the Flippin' Awesome, or you can make your own colors with the universal white and the pigments. But you want to make sure that you have good coverage, especially since I'm not putting glitter on this. That's why I prefer the Flippin' Awesome or the universal white with the pigments, because it just gets such a nice finish every single time. So let that dry 4 hours and do as many coats as you need for full coverage. And then you're going to do some coats of Brite Tone. What I like about the color base is that you can totally see where you have Brite Tone and where you don't. Make sure that since this cup is going to not have any glitter, you want it to be as smooth as you can possibly get it. So put on a little at a time and just make sure that that surface is just covered. You don't want any pooling anywhere, but you need it to have it fully covered so it can self-level. If anything is dripping or you get pools anywhere, you have too much. So I did 3 coats of just Brite Tone and let each coat dry 4 hours. After that last coat, I put on my vinyl. I got this leopard pattern from Creative Fabrica. I will link it down below. I have a membership there and I'm obsessed. So I highly recommend that if you make a lot of cups or shirts or whatever that you need different SVGs for. But anyway, I'm just randomly placing my decal down. I also highly recommend that you use Oracle 631 removable vinyl. I won't use anything else for Peekaboos. I've seen too many issues with Cricut brand. I've tried stencil vinyl and I hate it. It works the best. So definitely get yourself some Oracle 631. And you want to make sure that your transfer tape is not too sticky. I will link my favorite transfer tape down below, but a lot of people have issues with certain transfer tapes. So if you think your transfer tape is too sticky, you can stick it to like your pants a couple times to make it less sticky. So once you have it fully covered, I always do a thin coat of Brite Tone gloss before I move on to anything else when I'm doing a peekaboo. Now with Oracle 631, I very, very, very rarely have any issues with any bleeding, but I've decided just to take this precaution just in case. So I do one thin coat of Brite Tone gloss, and then I let that dry for 4 hours. Once that coat is dry, you can move on to your matte finish. Remember, with the matte finish, you only want to have, 3 coats max on your cup. For this particular one, I only did 2 coats. But you can see right now it has a very glossy finish. And when you put on the matte, it's going to go on glossy as well. It'll look the same as your Brite Tone. You must be careful, though, to put this on thin. If you put this on thick, you're gonna have some streaking and stuff, and you don't want that. So a nice thin coat over the whole thing. This will give you a matte finish as it dries, and you'll see it starts to turn matte very quickly. So just give yourself a thin coat and let it dry for 4 hours. And after that 4 hours is up, you can see that it looks much more matte now, and I did a second coat. You also want to make sure that you stir up your bright tone matte really well before you use it. Remember, thin coats, you only want to do like max 3 on here. So anything more than that, you might get a cloudy finish. Let your coats dry for at least 4 hours. And once it's fully dry, I take off the vinyl. I love using these tweezers to remove vinyl. I will link them down below. But just go through and carefully remove the vinyl. You don't want to poke anything or nick anything. So just carefully grab the vinyl and pull it free. And you should have very nice crisp lines for your cup. And that's how you do a part matte, part glossy peekaboo. I hope you enjoyed, and let me link the next video for you.